Now, Tim just emailed me a picture of you doing magic.
Who did this?
Tim, our announcer.
Oh.
Yeah, put that link up.
What's the picture?
And put it in chat.
If I see it, I may be able to comment on it.
You're wearing a what do you call it? A lei around your neck.
Oh, yeah.
You have some sort of Japanese writing written on something. You're twirling this lacy, scarfy looking thing. Different colors.
Well, that's a trick that I'll use at the end of my show. It's a screen. You show that it's just a flat screen and one side is one color and one's another. You form it into a triangle and then you pull a lot of stuff out of it. But that was a Christmas show that the DC police did for underprivileged children.
These children are underprivileged and they get you.
Well, that's, yeah.
Kind of rude. I mean, that's the best we could do.
They're underprivileged, but they still will not applaud Mike Chamberlin.
Right.
Regardless how bleak their lives become, they will not be appreciative of Mike.
Yeah, can't we go back to being ignored?
I was being neglected, and nobody was bothering me at all, and now I got this guy.
Well, Eric the Actor has put up the link of MikeCMagic.com.
Yeah.
You can see all the pictures of you scaring children. I mean, doing your magic.
He's got people on stage here. Wow. Oh, it's a little kid. I gotcha. Do you have authorization to put... I guess he's got his face covered.
Yeah. Didn't about 20 years ago your wife, Joe, bring some... Wasn't she working in a camp and she brought a whole bunch of campers to my show?
That doesn't sound familiar, but it's possible.
Didn't that happen, Robbie?
This picture
Probably.
with you and the 4 black kids is the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah, it's delightful. There's a
called...
caterpillar behind me on a bulletin board, right?
Yeah. This one kid is looking at you like, I did not know that white people existed like this.
Look at him. Oh, he's got a Lightning McQueen shirt on. Oh, he's awesome.
What would you possibly have to say to these kids? If you couldn't do magic and you had to like entertain them for an hour, what would you do?
There'd be no interaction with them. I mean, they're up there to serve a purpose, which is to do whatever that trick is. So,
but that's not the question. You have to talk to these kids.
Yeah.
You know nothing about their music, their television, their film.
Oh,
you know nothing about their world.
Well,
what are you going to do?
Well, what I do is, since I know nothing about their world, I bring them into my world.
That sounds creepy.
How old is that picture? Because I'm not a big fan of the white pants. I'm just throwing that out.
Yeah, I'd say that's about 6 years old.
You should lose those.
I have.
Actually, if you look much better in any one of the outfits that they're wearing.
Do you think that the youngest kid there, whichever one, could name more basketball players than you?
Yeah.
This is a serious question. Do you think those 4 kids could beat Mike in basketball, in a game of basketball?
Of course not.
I mean, that one kid, the kid in the white shirt, you only got like a foot on him, and he's black.
Well, the 3 little ones, they're like 3 years old. They're going to do nothing.
Yeah.
So it's really one-on-one.
Well, I'm still taller than the tallest kid there, so I just hold the ball up and he'll never get it.
Well, you still got to score. It's going to be 0-0 game.
Yeah, how long do you think the game would be? 4 hours? How long is a game with Michael Chamberlin playing these 4 kids? Over under. Would it get dark out and they'd have to finish the next day?
Yeah, that's what would
When's
happen.
the last time you shot a basketball?
It's funny you mention it because I was thinking about this with the whole Whitney Houston death. I used to be in a troupe in the 80s that would go around to summer playgrounds which are associated with elementary schools in Prince George's County. It would give the kids something to do, so they'd have part of the school open and the kids would hang in the cafeteria and they'd play checkers and do gymnastics just to keep them off the streets. And I would come in with a troupe. There'd be a puppets, and then I'd do magic, and then there'd be gymnastics and juggling. I was doing this when all the Whitney Houston, when like her first album exploded. I mean, everywhere I went, that album was played over and over. And I remember one day a kid came up to me and he says, "Let me see what you can do with this." And he handed me a basketball, and I tried to shoot a few hoops, and it didn't go.
Did you go underhand or overhand? That was a joke, Mike.
No, I went the way you're
thought
supposed.
about it.
Well, I
See,
have
what
to...
you're saying is you've never made a basket in your entire life.
No, I have not.
How are you going to beat these kids? I guarantee you, all 4 of those kids have made baskets before.
Yes.
Now, they might not have the strength to put it up in the 10-foot, but the tall kid is.
You're damn right they don't have that strength.
No, the tall kid who's probably, 10 years old?
Yeah.
He's going to beat you because I guarantee you he's made a basket before.
Oh, 100% he's made a basket. And he's got many more baskets to come.
Mm-hmm.
He's only going to get better. If he had to play them now, that picture, how old is it, a year old?
I said it was 6 years old.
Oh, now it's even worse. Oh, they'll destroy him now.
Have you ever made a golf putt?
Yes.
Miniature golf?
Miniature.
Okay.
Right.
Have you ever hit a baseball or a softball?
I did T-ball.
So not
a couple years ago?
But you've never had a ball thrown at you and hit it?
Well, like Madeline Kahn once said, I don't like balls coming at me.
That's why I like T-ball. It's just right there for him.
Right.
If you could play any sport, you have to play a sport.
Mm-hmm.
What sport do you pick?
It's funny you talk about basketball. They're getting a real workout, those guys. They're running back and forth. It's not like football where there's all these damn breaks and they're just hanging around.
Yeah, they're lazy in football. Now, are you saying that LeBron James, guys like him, are good athletes? Is that what you're saying?
Is he a basketball player?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Have you ever made a strike in bowling?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
You're a good bowler. Have you ever caught a football thrown toward you?
Those damn footballs, I can never figure out how to throw those things.
How about catching them? If we threw one,
I could catch one better than I could throw one.
Yard away?
A yard or two.
Can we enter you into a punt, pass, and kick?
Oh, my God.
Do you think that you're the worst athlete that you know?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not. I know some strange people.
Who's worse than you?
Somebody in a wheelchair?
Well, there's a guy in my building in New York on the first floor, constantly naked. I'm not making this up. And he's about 350 pounds, and he's probably worse than me.
I bet he's made a basket.
Yeah, and plus, he would probably beat you up if you fought him.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what are you going to do, wrestle him to the ground? You're not going to be able to. You could probably outrun him. I'll give you that.
I could. I'm not much of a sports guy, fellas.
No. You pretty much are the worst pop culture person I've ever met. I mean, I'm surprised that you knew Whitney Houston died, to be honest.
Well, you want to know how I knew that? I was performing magic at a Peruvian wedding. No, it's true.
They had you at a wedding?
What? How bad a wedding? Oh, never mind.
And
was in lieu of a band? Did they have you instead?
They had a DJ.
Okay.
And me. And I think I was performing 8 to 10. I was done at 10, and I walked into the lounge.
You performed for 2 hours?
Strolling magic, mingle magic.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Walking around each table.
And I walked through the lounge, and it was up on the TVs in the lounge that Whitney Houston had left us.
Okay.
Oh, I've never heard of there being a magician at a wedding in my life.
Happens all the time.
How many weddings have you done?
70? I don't know.
You've done 70 weddings.
Well, I've been doing this for over 30 years, sometimes as many as 300 shows a year. So, I've done a lot.
Have you ever given the bride away?
Yeah.
When things start to get serious at the ceremony, I'm told to pull back.
Have you ever hooked up with a girl you met at a wedding?
No.
A lot of drunk girls, they're lonely. They're seeing their friend get married,
Have you ever tried?
Oh, yeah.
Just haven't pulled it off?
Yeah.
Are you wearing like a tuxedo?
I'm in a tuxedo, yeah.
You're in a tuxedo, so you're basically looking your best. You're also doing something that you're great at, so you're also doing your best.
Right.
So you're looking your best and you're doing your best. And you're striking out. I mean, is that...
And they're drinking, so it's a...
And they're drunk. That's got to be a blow to the self-esteem, agreed?
Yeah, it's just, I think what I've observed is they're torn. It's like, well, this guy's interesting. He's kind of, I don't know.